Or actually, no. How about some Waylon David Allen Coe. Let's do some David Allen Coe. Well, it was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain. Oh, but you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. All right, there's some chime-along parts in this song. I don't know if you guys know it, but if you do, I'm going to need you on the let me's once we come around to the chorus. Well, you don't have to call me Waylon Jennings, and you don't have to call me Charlie Pride. Hello, beautiful. Oh, got a doggy. You don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore, even though you're on my fighting side. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. And I never mind standing in the rain. You don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, I've seen your name a few times in my phone book, and I've seen it on the signs where I play. But the only time I know I'll hear David Allen Coe is when Jesus has his judgment day. And I never mind standing in the rain. Oh, you don't have to call me darling, darling. You never even call me by my name. Well, my friend Steve Goodman wrote me that tune, and he said it to me and told me it was the perfect country and western song. I listened to it, and I had to write him back a letter saying I told him it was not the perfect country and western song because he hadn't said anything at all about mama or trains or trucks or prison or getting drunk. Well, he sat down, wrote another verse, and sent it to me, and after reading it, hey, what's going on, Danny? How are you? I realized that my friend had written the perfect country and western song, so I felt obliged to include it here, and it goes a little something like this. While I was drunk the day my mom got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain, but before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got ran over by a daggone train. And I'll hang around as long as you will let me. I never mind standing never even call me. Well, I wonder why you don't call me. You never even call me by my name. Yeah, that's You Never Even Call Me by My Name by David Allan Coe. Great tune from the 70s. Guys, I'm going to do one more and then take a short break. Come right back. Keep playing all the way to 11 o'clock for you. I'm going to do this old Johnny Cash number written by a Key West local. Shel Silverstein played in Key West for many years and also wrote all kinds of kids' novels and, hey, what's going on, man? And songs and things like that. And he gave this tune over to Johnny Cash and made a big hit over it. It goes a little something like this. Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, and he didn't leave much to my mom and me except his old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him because he run and hid, but the meanest thing my daddy ever did was before he went and left, he named me Sue. Well, he must have thought it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from a lot of folks. It seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some guy would giggle, and I'd turn red, some guy'd laugh, and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. Well, I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fists got hard and my wits got keen. I drove from town to town, I had my shame. But it made me a vow to the moon and stars. I'd search them honky-tonks and bars to kill the man who gave me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in the mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. I thought I'd stop to have myself a brew. At an old saloon on a street of mud, there at the table just dealing studs, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. Well, he was big and gray and bent and old, and I looked at him, my blood ran cold. I said, "My name is Sue, how do you do? Now you're gonna die." Yeah, that's what I told him. Well, I hit him hard right between the eyes, and he went down, but to my surprise, he come up with a knife and cut off a piece of my ear. Then I busted a chair right across his teeth, and we rolled through the wall and into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Well, I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. He kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laugh, then I heard him cuss, and he reached for his gun, but I pulled mine first, and I seen him looking at me and seen him smile. And he said, son, this world is rough. And if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I gave you that name and I said goodbye. I knew you'd have to get tough or die. And then it's that name that helped to make you strong. Now you just fought one heck of a fight. I know you hate me and you got the right to kill me now. And I wouldn't blame you if you do. But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in the gut and the spit in your eye, because I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue. Yeah, what could I do? I got all choked up and I threw down my gun. I called him a pa and I called me a son, and I come away with a different point of view. And I still think about him every now and then, and every time I try, every time I win, I think if I ever have a boy, I'm gonna name him Bill, or George, or Frank, anything but Sue. I still hate that god-awful name. Yeah, that's a boy named Sue. Thank you very much, guys. On that note, I'm going to take a very short break and come right back. Keep playing all the way till 11 o'clock for you. Please do not forget to tip your lovely wait staff that are working so very hard for you. I as well have a tip collection jug here in front of the stage. And take Venmo, PayPal, Bitcoin, whatever you got. Nobody ever gives me any Bitcoin, but one of these days, some Bitcoin holder will jump up and do it. And yeah, I'll be back in just 10 minutes, folks, and play a little bit more music for you. In the meantime, enjoy the house music. Love, it's a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. Oh, I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Oh, the taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. Oh, I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Oh, love, it's a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. Oh, I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Yes, it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Yeah, it's Johnny Cash's Ring of Fire. I'm going to do this old Jimmy Rogers song. They call Jimmy Rogers the godfather of all country music. Wrote many, many wonderful tunes, including this one. It goes like this. Oh, well, I got a friend named a Ramblin' Bob. He used to shoot, gamble, and rob. Thought he was the smartest guy around. Then Bob got locked up Sunday, and I found out on a Monday they got him in the jailhouse away downtown. Lord, he's in the jailhouse He's in the jailhouse now. Lord, I done told him once or twice, quit playing them cards and shooting dice. He's in the jailhouse now. Old Bob liked to play his poker, Pinocchio, whist, and a euchre. But rolling them dice, it was his favorite game. He got thrown in the jail with nobody to go his bail. The judge done said that he refused the fine. Lord, he's in the jailhouse now. He's in the jailhouse now. Lord, I done told him once or twice to quit playing them cards and shooting dice. Lord, he's in the jailhouse now. Well, I went out on a Tuesday. I met this gal named Susie. She said I was the swellest guy around. Then she gets to calling me honey. We get to spending my money. We took in every cabaret in town. Lord, we're in the jailhouse now. We're in the jailhouse now. Lord, I done told her once or twice to quit playing them cards and shooting dice. We're in the jailhouse now. I'd be the yodeling. I'd be the yodeling. A yodeling, a yodeling, a yodeling, a yodeling, a yodeling, a yodeling. Yeah, there you go. In the Jailhouse Now by Jimmy Rogers. Thank you very much, folks. Appreciate that. All right. Like I say, I mostly do old country and blues from the 20s through the 60s, but every once in a while, if you're lucky, on a full moon, I'll do something from the 70s. So I'm going to do this Waylon Jennings number, go like this. Well, everybody knows you've been stepping on my toes, and I'm getting pretty tired of it. You keep on stepping out of line, messing with my mind. If you had any sense, you'd quit. Oh, ever since you were a teeny bitty girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. You better do some thinking, baby, then you'll find got the only daddy that'll walk the line. I keep working every day, all you wanna do is play. I'm tired of staying out all night. I'm a coming unglued from your funny little moods. Honey, baby, that ain't right. Oh, ever since you were a teeny bitty girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. You better do some thinking, baby, then you'll find got the only daddy that'll walk the line. packing up my clothes. Nearly everybody knows that you're still putting me on. But when I start to walking, I'm gonna hear you squawking, begging me to come back home. Ever since you were a teeny bitty girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. You better do some thinking, baby, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. Nearly everybody knows you've been stepping on my toes. I'm getting pretty tired of it. Keep on stepping out of line, messing with my mind. If you had any sense, you'd quit. Oh, ever since you were a teeny bitty girl, said I was the only man in this whole world. You better do some thinking, baby, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. You got the only daddy that'll walk the line. You got the only daddy that'll walk that line. Yeah, that's the only daddy that'll walk the line, by good old Waylon Jennings. Let's see what we got here next. I'm going to do this old George Jones tune here for you. I fear tears welling up cold deep inside, like my heart done spun a big break, and a stab of a loneliness sharp and painful that I may never shake. You might say that I was taking it hard since you wrote me off with a call, but don't you wager that I'll hide my sorrow when I break right down and bawl. Now the race is on and here comes pride up the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. Tears are holding back, baby, they're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running, true love scratch for another's sake. The race is on and it looks like heartaches, and the winner loses all. One day I ventured in love, never once suspecting what the final results would be. How I lived in a fear of waking up each morning to finding that you're gone from me. There's an ache and a pain in my heart for today I once I hated to face. Somebody new came up to win her, and I came out second place. Now the race is on and here comes right up the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. Tears are holding back, baby, they're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running, true love a scratch for another's sake. The race is on and it looks like heartaches, and the winner his own. Now the race is on and here comes pride up the backstretch. Heartaches are going to the inside. Tears are holding back, baby, they're trying not to fall. My heart's out of the running, true love a scratch for another's sake. The race is on and it looks like heartaches, and the winner loses all. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. That's my new favorite guy in the whole wide world right there. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Aha. All right. Hello, camera 3. Okay. Izzy Cam 1, Izzy Cam 1. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm learning new things here every day. Every day is a learning experience. Let's see. Trailer for sale or rent, rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Third boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Thank you very much, sir. It's my new favorite guy in the whole wide world, right there. You know, some people have their favorite folks in the whole wide world, like on the other side of the planet or dead in a history book someplace or whatever. My favorite people are right here in front of me, very accessible, keeps things simple, you know. Third boxcar, midnight train, destination Bangor, Maine. Oh, worn out suit and shoes. I ain't got no union dues, but old stogies I have found. Short, but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all of their children and all of their names, every handout in every town, every lock that ain't locked when no one's around. I said, trailer for sale or rent, room to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes, but pushing broom, buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. Old trailer for sailor rent, room to let 50 cents. No phone, no pull, no beds. I ain't got no cigarettes, but 2 hours of pushing broom buys an 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means, king of the road. King of the road, I'm a king of the road. Thank you very much, sir. I love it. It's my new favorite guy in the whole wide world, man. One after the other. Everyone's climbing the totem pole. Straight to the top, baby. All right, guys, I got time for just 2 more I'm going to do before I got to get up out of here. Make room for whoever's next. I don't know who that is. There'll be more music on at 11:30, so I'm going to do as I often do. 1 Hank Williams, 1 Johnny Cash, and then get up out of here. This one goes like this. Oh, why don't you love me like you used to do? Or what makes you treat me like a worn out shoe? My hair is still curly and my eyes are still blue. Why don't you love me like you used to do? I ain't had no loving like a hugging or kissing in a long, long while. Oh, we don't get near or further or closer than a country mile. Oh, why don't you be just like you used to be? How come you find so many faults with me? I'm the same old trouble that you always been through. Why don't you love me like you used to do? Why don't you do just like you used to do and whisper sweet nothings like you used to coo? Somebody's changed, so let me give you a clue. Why don't you love me like you used to do? I ain't had no loving like a hugging or kissing in a long, long while. We don't get nearer or further or closer than a country mile. Why don't you be just like you used to be? How come you find so many faults with me? I'm the same old trouble that you always been through. Why don't you love me like you used to do? I ain't had no loving like a hugging or kissing in a long, long while. Oh, we don't get near Thank you very much, guys. All right, well, my name's been Izzy Zabin. I'll be back here tomorrow from 8 in the morning to 11 in the morning. Nice early bird shift. I got time for just one more. I want to remind you one last time to tip your wait staff. They are all working very hard for you. And I also have a tip collection jug here in front of the stage. I take Venmo, Bitcoin. Yeah, I know, right? Nobody ever gives me any Bitcoin. I always mention it. Months on this island, nobody's given me a single drop of Bitcoin, damn it. But one of these days it'll happen. It always gets a chuckle out of folks, so this will be worth something. Put some endorphins in the air. All right, guys, I'm going to close out with this old Johnny Cash number. Classic as it comes. Goes a little something like this. Like this. I hear that train a-comin', it's coming round the bend. Oh, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. It's my new favorite guy in the whole wide world, yeah? Bitcoin, yeah. Put $5 in there and call it Bitcoin. Here's some Bitcoin. Oh, damn it. Have to go to the Bitcoin ATM and deposit it or something. I don't know. I hear that train a-comin', it's coming round the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on. Oh, it's dragging. I hate when time drags on. That train keeps moving on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Here comes Luther. Sweet. Their brothers, rich folks eating in them fancy dining cars. They're probably drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. I knew I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But them people keep on moving, and that's what tortures me more. Thank you very much, my dear. Appreciate that. It's my new favorite lady in the whole wide world. If they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'm gonna move it a little further down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, folks. That was Folsom Prison Blues by Johnny Cash. Appreciate you, sir. My new favorite guy in the whole wide world. Right there, very accessible. I can reach out and touch him. All right, guys, that's it for me. I got to get up out of here. But if you guys are hungry again tomorrow, I'll be back here from 8 to 11. The food will still be warm. The Bloody Marys will still be strong. And, oh, good. We got Alphonse coming up next. Guys, don't go anywhere. Alphonse is coming up next. He's fantastic, and you're going to enjoy him a whole lot. That's right. And I'll put on some house music in the meantime. Thank you very much, folks.